Welcome back to the Brick Shelf YouTube. Time for a June update. Now I've been very busy over here in the city this month. You might remember I had that platform to raise up the level of the city, and I've started on this side, but when I got to the corner I was trying to work out what I do in this corner, whether I continue the platform around the corner, and I decided to raise it up another level, as you can see, so that I could fit the Ninja Turtle there actually underground underneath the street level. And I've been having an absolute ball with this, setting the foot ninjas, causing trouble in the lair. Recreated that scene. Mikey, better not be anchovies on that pizza, with Keno, I think it was, delivering the pizza on his Vespa, his moped. Had an absolute ball with this. I've got plans to, got a couple of pieces here. Plans to keep it continue out, so that comes right out and is set underground. Maybe even add a few lights to it. Oz Lego collection style. But I'm having a great time with the turtles at the moment. Look at that face on Emmett, he's so proud of his invention. So that's the turtle there. And then above, I've set this as the Ninja Turtle New York City. So there's all kinds of scenes. April sorting out this ooze-filled pizza delivery truck. Hot Noodle Dog guy's not too impressed that the ooze has fallen out near his cart. Manhole. Foot Ninja's going nuts. Foot Ninja's going wild. Shredder's not too impressed that Foot are running away from Mikey. Having a great time. And it's looking really good with the facades bumped up against each other, so you can't really see the wall behind. But I don't really have enough facades to do that everywhere. So over here, I'm planning on creating a bit of a wall, kind of like, sorry about the shaky camera, like I've started over here in Gotham. And I've got a bunch of different styles that I've been trying, asking the folks on Instagram which they prefer. I'll move this tree out of the way. So there's all these different railing styles that I've seen other people doing. This one's very Digirix in the UK. That one's just trying to save on parts. And this one I'm really liking. I had it a bit wider over here. I think that might be a bit too wide. I'm really liking this here with the double spacing. I might put a plate or something in those gaps. Looks all right. These two sorting out this robber, Batman 2. Oh, having great fun with this, I can't remember what it's called, Townhouse Toy Shop that I got this month. As soon as I saw it, I thought, Batman animated series, Joker headquarters. So I'm slowly modifying it so that it's Joker's playpen. Put a bit of a scene in the back here. Thomas and Martha Wayne, little Bruce watching on. As Joe Chill starts what will be Batman. Maybe this is a bit of a Scarecrow Batman nightmare. Scarecrow over here actually. Sorting out some sleepwalkers. I've added these little construction guys to show that it's a work in progress when I throw things up on YouTube. These drains here, I've been having a great time experimenting with drains. Just living my best life. I've got here the drains. I think they're working a treat. So I've started putting them all through the city. Pieces allowing. I think it's working really well. Bit of a Avengers finale. Cap's enforcing the 6 studs social distancing, physical distancing. Hawkeye's not super impressed. So I'm mostly waiting on a big Lego order bricklink order to keep going with the tiling. But I've started doing double facades so that, I wonder if there's a better angle. The Lego store here, can you see inside? Not really. There's Jesse's Lego there, as close as I can get so far. Got the pick a brick wall in there and a back wall to the shop and stairs going up to the entrance at the back. Try and get around. So I'm planning on having a double shop front the whole way down this top street, so that when I take photos down the street, it looks complete, even though it is all facades. I don't really want much more than facades because for me, the only reason I've got a city is for the superhero minifigures. Give them something to do, somewhere to save. I'm not as big on the buildings as I am on the scenes that I can put in front of them. And then, next thing I'm about to do is create some kind of Arkham Island. I'm trying to create a bit of height at the front. I was just planning a beach. Now I'm thinking Avengers Tower might go over here. The height at the front on the other side in Ninjago Valley, I think is helping detract from there being a white wall about 2 base plates from the front of the table. So I'm experimenting with that. I've got this tuning shop, which is a great set. I'm going to create TMNT movie Shredder's base in the junkyard. Got a bunch of tires, Lego tires saved up. And the apocalyptic wasteland, Apocalypseburg, hasn't really changed much. I'm thinking that it's overpowering the west a little bit. So after I sort out this city, I might switch the river and the Statue of Liberty so that the Liberty can be over here near the meteor strike. And then there'll be a river separating and I can have real solid traditional Wild West, which is so much fun, even though I'm an Aussie. Well, this gorilla here is holding a spot. I entered a mock comp, my local Lego users group, mugs. Created it had to be a 90s theme, 90s Lego theme mock, base plate big. I went with his name Johnny Thunder, Venturers sets. So he's got his raft. Never actually had adventurers in the 90s, but there was a lot of space to build something fun. These natives, I believe, are figures from the adventurers set. Got on Bricklink. He's a bit more modern. So is Johnny. The Mayan Temple. And I actually won. Pretty excited about that. Second comp I've entered. First win. Apart from that, the cove hasn't really changed much. Sorry about this camera again. I'll get better at it. Yeah, the cove hasn't changed much apart from that. I've been over in the city mostly. My first mock entry though, I pulled out a section of forest. So you can see in that section, I started, gotta work on this focus, don't I? I started tiling the water, which looks great. Definitely plans to tile the whole way along. Had a great time with that, but it's all back in now. And over the past few days, there was a Mount Legomore challenge, mini challenge on Instagram. So this is my sig fig with my dog Thor. And then this is actually, this little policeman was always my Lego guy when I was a child, a little tacker, going on Lego adventures with my sisters. We all had our Lego guy and that was mine. So I guess that was a sig fig before there was a sig fig. He's taking him on a tour of all my favourite sets. This one easily being my favourite. Destiny's Bounty. And aside from that, it's all been pretty quiet in the Ninjago Valley. They're just enjoying their serenity, I guess. And that's about it. I have had fun setting up Ninja Turtle shots. I did have one, not sure if he's still in there. Where is it? The tea room. I did have Splinter in there. That was one of my favourite shots. In that tea room, I've taken him out. Oh, he's over here actually. Apologies again for the camera. Experimenting with putting him on his knees so he can drink tea, smell flowers, whatnot. That's about it. Next is that Arkham Island. Wish me luck. Keep building, guys.